Alright guys, it's time for the filet o fish, the classic high street fish finger sandwich that costs about 10 times as much as it costs to make. Macca's have gotten away with selling it at the same price as a quarter pounder, but delivering us something the size of a hamburger. But it is a nice tasty little treat, so this is the recipe, and this is going to be faithful in terms of the size. This is not going to be a fried massive piece of cod, but I am using proper fish, not pre-formed fish. You can see I've got some pieces of white fish which is really competitively priced in comparison to all of the other super fishes that are out there. But we're going to trim these up and use them. We're going to be seasoning it with some salt and pepper. We're going to be using some panko breadcrumbs, and I'm going to be using some natural yogurt as the dip to make the breadcrumbs stick. Okay, obviously we're going to be using some brioche rolls, and we're going to be using some cheese slices. Now, I'm going to be using some shop-bought tartar sauce because the truth is I couldn't be bothered to make it, but I really do like this one. But if you do want to create your own tartar sauce, it is so simple. All you need is mayo, some lemon, some black pepper, and either pickle, gherkin, capers, something like that to mix through. Okay, but this one from the shop, it's pretty smooth, which is what I kind of like. So we're just going to trim up this piece of fish so it's around about the width of the burger bun there. So we're just going to cut through it there. We're not going to be wasting the offcuts, okay? They're a bit too small to make like a mini filet of fish, but we're going to use them to make some like little bites to go with these, okay? We've got our station here. We're just going to season the fish with salt and pepper. You want to do both sides to make sure you thoroughly season it, then turn it over, do the other one. Once you've done that, you want to dunk it in your yogurt. Now, obviously, I had to use a bowl that was too small, so we went and got a much bigger bowl. Dip this in the yogurt. Now, alternatively, you could either use an egg if you want to use an egg, but I'm going egg free in 2022, so I'm using the yogurt. Okay, you could also make a batter out of corn flour and some kind of milk liquid, whatever. Okay, whatever it is, just so you can coat your fish and then drop it into the breadcrumbs. Using these panko breadcrumbs, you could also use stale bread, which you could blitz up, would do a very similar job. But we've got these panko breadcrumbs, and we know that these crisp up really nicely. So you're going to put it in this bowl and just try and shake it about so you get as much on, okay, that's actually going to stick. Now, this is a good thing about using the yogurt because it's quite thick and pasty. There's a lot of breadcrumbs that are actually going to stick to it, and you can see, I've done a decent job there. Decent amount of job. Give it a shake because any excess is just going to be excess. Okay, so make sure that the excess is gone. We're then going to be cooking it in the air fryer because we do things quick and easy here. So preheat your air fryer. We're then going to be getting the spray oil, okay, not the canister oil, but just the spray oil. And we're just going to spray the base there, okay. I've decided to use the crisper tray at the bottom of the air fryer for this one, and then you're going to delicately drop these into the air fryer, okay, because this is a proper piece of fish. There is the potential that they could snap in half, and that's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, but we want something that looks half decent. So also make sure that you spray it with some oil afterwards, because that is what is going to give us a golden complexion, because this piece of fish is not going to ooze out loads and loads of fat that like a piece of chicken on a bone might, or even whatever. Okay, so we need to give it a little bit of fat, a little bit of oil, so it kind of crisps up. Now you're going to cook that until it's golden. Okay, you're going to halfway through, you're going to want to flip it over and give it another spray. Okay, and you just look, it's only going to take about 10 minutes, so you just want the breadcrumbs to crisp up. Then we're plating it up. we've got our tartar sauce, we've got our cheese. It is super simple. You know, we're not toasting a roll, we're just getting it ready, and that's it. Make sure it sits in the middle. Make sure you've got, you know, loads of tartar sauce, as much as you like, and then it's ready to go. You know, look at that. It's pretty good, pretty decent. I think it's a decent effort. You know, it's about the right size. If anything, even though this is quite small, this is probably bigger than... All right, guys, so that is the filet fish cooked in the air fryer, okay? So once again, a bit like the Big Mac that we did a couple of weeks ago, this is a fairly faithful recreation in the sense that it's around about the same kind of size that you would get in McDonald's, okay? We haven't taken the filet fish and put a whole piece, a massive piece of fish in it. We've gone for something that's similar because that's what it is. We are making the filet fish in the air fryer, okay? And that's essentially what we've got, okay? We've got a white fish patty in breadcrumbs. We've got some cheese, and then we have got the tartar sauce in a soft brioche bun, okay? This has not been toasted. The filet fish does not have a toasted bun. I think it possibly might benefit from a toasted bun, but we've kept it original with just the plain soft bun. As I said, we've got the white fish and one slice of cheese. Let's give it the old taste test. The facts are, you can't go wrong with a filet fish. It's a cheeky, small little thing, but comparatively, it costs the earth. Because what you get here, well, if you get this from McDonald's, you pay the same price as a quarter pounder. And is that fair? I don't know. I don't know. Because this is the same size as essentially a cheeseburger. There you go. But it's a very tasty, very crispy. Love the old crisp. Let's go for another bite. We all know that the price of fish is absolutely escalating, particularly here in the UK. Things like salmon have gone through the absolute roof. So for something like this, you can use really cheap white fish and it will taste just as good as you hope it would. You can get some really good deals. But what I would say is try and avoid the pre-formed or reformed fish things, because they may fall apart when you bread it, when you cook it, okay? You get one piece of fish and then just trim off the edges like I did, that you saw me earlier, and then the little offcuts, you can make some nice little fish fingers, okay, to go with it. So let's end this video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. This is the filet fish cooked in the air fryer. Pretty quick, really damn tasty. Remember to hit the old thumbs up and leave me some comments. Let me know what you're thinking, and thank me if you would like to. We'll see you real soon.